Peace, peace, peace. Love, love, love. Unity, unity, unity. Community, community, community. Family, family, family. Shlama, shlama, shlama. Peace, 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 peace. Love, 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 love. Unity, 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 unity. Community, 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 community. Family, 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 family. Shlama, 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 shlama. It is January 28th, 2025, 6:15. The first book I'll be reading is From God in Person, Master Fard Muhammad, by Elijah Muhammad, Messenger of Allah. Book number 1, How to Eat to Live. Random page, random chapter, and it goes like this. The benefits of eating once a day. As many people are writing to me for personal answers to what we should and we should not eat, I think it would lessen my work and be wise if you kept this book where you may refer to it when needed. Many of my followers write and tell me of the results they are receiving from eating one meal a day or one meal every other day. This will produce good results and lengthen our lives. But children should not be forced to fast or to eat once a day or once every other day. Children and babies should eat at least twice a day. If you are not eating 3 meals a day, you would like to eat one meal every other day. You should not all of a sudden change from 3 meals a day every day to one meal every other day. First, drop 2 meals a day, then one meal a day, then one meal every other day. It is better to do it this way so that you will not make yourself sick. And if you eat every other day, do not begin your meal with heavy food. I receive many questions in regard to meat, fish, and poultry. The main thing Allah, as well as the Holy Quran, reminds us of is that when it comes to meat and fish, Allah forbids us to eat the flesh of swine or of fish weighing 50 pounds or more. Although some people will not eat fish at all, there are many fish that we can eat, some weighing as little as a pound or a pound and a half. When eating fish, we should confine our fish eating to those fish weighing between 1 and 10 pounds. As I said previously, do not eat the scavengers of the sea, such as oysters, crabs, clams, snails, shrimp, eels, or catfish. The catfish is very filthy fish. He loves filth and is the pig of the water. Some people write in complaining about the fish that swim on their sides, but these fish can be eaten. Allah has taught us many, Allah has taught me that chickens are not good for us to eat. They are quite filthy, inasmuch as they do not eat the cleanest of food, but we eat them. We eat beef and lamb. And Allah also said that they are not very good for us. It is not a sin for us to eat them. It is a sin for us to eat camels. But if we can't find better food, we should not eat the above mentioned food. Many write and ask if they should eat meat at all. It is not a sin for you to eat meat, but it is a sin for you to eat the meat of the hog. If we want to prolong our lives, it is best that we do not eat meat or do not eat it so often. Beef is very coarse, and many of our people do not eat it because of that. Horse meat can also be eaten. It is cleaner than the average meat, but we should not eat it unless we are extremely hungry and have nothing else to eat because it is a domestic animal and is gentle and close to the home. It is not even a sin to eat rabbit, but since Allah said that the rabbit is so closely related to the house cat, we do not eat it. The rabbit, however, is cleaner than the house cat because he eats vegetables, roots, and herbs, and he does not eat insects or other animals. Allah has said that no wild game should be eaten at all, regardless of how you love deer meat. The deer is not good to eat. No game that run wild in the woods or birds that fly, with the exception of baby pigeons called squabs that have never flown away from the nest where they were born, should be eaten. Please do not eat coons, possums, turtles, turtle eggs, or frog legs. None of these are good for us. A list of foods we must not eat. Do not eat the swan flesh. It is forbidden by the divine law of Allah, God. Do not eat field peas, black eyed peas, speckled peas, red peas, or brown peas. Do not eat the llama beans or baby llamas. Do not eat any bean but the small navy bean, the little brown pink ones, the white ones. Do not eat cornbread because it is very hard of the stomach and not easily digested. Eat whole wheat bread, but not the whole grain. The whole grain is too hard to digest. Never eat freshly cooked bread. It rises and buckles in the stomach. Eating freshly cooked bread will shorten your life. Do not eat the rich soybean flour. Neither the flour nor the oil from the soybean is good for our stomachs. Do not eat the vegetable kale, nor sweet potatoes and white Irish potatoes, which are the staple food for people who live in frigid zones, or for people who cannot afford other vegetables. The main thing you must do, I will repeat, is eat one meal a day or once every 24 hours and never eat or even touch the swan flesh. When you begin eating once a day, surely you will begin to lose weight. You are used to eating once a day, then you will start gaining weight again. But fat is not wanted for health, it is the enemy of health. You don't need numerous diets, just eat once daily. In the Christian world, you have innumerable food diets and numerous ways to prepare them, and that these numbers are ever increasing. We must remember the Christian world commercialized on everything, even on the gospel of Jesus Christ, spiritual food. God is visiting us to teach us, the lost and found members of God's family, to prolong our lives, give us more life and abundancy of life, as it is written. By no means we can get this life from any other source. We must follow the guidance of Almighty God, who appeared in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever, and not the ways of the people who died have sent us calling the doctor and being hurried off to the hospital and from the hospitals to our graves. The white people called the Christian race after they were driven out the Holy Land and roamed the caves and the hillsides of Europe, lived there for 2,000 years eating raw food. They did not know how to cook anything or use the fire until Moses taught them. Hmm. Can we accept them and their way of life instead of Allah's? No, we will take Allah's will and His guidance. It goes something like this: eat one meal a day. If this if this does if this does not make you well, eat one meal every other day. Nothing between meals. And eat only the right foods. He said milk, bread, navy beans will lengthen our lives to 140 years. He did not give us a long list of different food diets and foods to confuse us on what to eat. Cook your foods well done, especially animal meat. Boiling your food until it is well done is better on your digestive system than baking and frying meats. Hmm. Baking and frying it makes it about as hard on your digestive system as eating it raw. Never try to put a baked crust or any of your food except bread. Drink plenty of wholesome milk. Hmm. Eat butter, bread, and fresh foods. If you eat fowl, lambs, guap, hey Curtis, and fish, cook it well done. Keep your food under steam, pressure cook it with the lid on. Pressure cooker. Do not look up a variety of things to eat. Most vegetables are good to eat except those which you have been forbidden to eat, such as collard greens, black eyed peas, and a lot of green cabbage sprouts. Eat the white part of the cabbage and the cauliflower. Stay off the peanuts, coconuts, and nuts, period. Hmm. Hmm. The Christian world eats according to taste. It eats not for life, but for taste. Hmm. Cook well done whatever you eat. Cook bread thoroughly. If you have a refrigerator, put your leftover bread in it or place it where it will keep moist and won't dry out. Oh my. If that does not taste good, cook it over again. There's no such thing as a stale bread. Hmm. Let no bakery or anyone fool you. It is for your health. I want to get a bread maker. I don't know. What's a good bread maker out there? If anybody know, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, if I know what a good bread maker is, please let me know. I'm gonna take a little break right now. I'm gonna say, hold up. If it does not taste good, cook it over again. There's no such thing as stale bread. Let no bakery or anyone fool you. It is for your health. 65. Thank y'all for tapping in with me on this day. It has been 12 minutes, going on 13 minutes. You know, Allah's greatest gift to us is time. So thank you for spending time with me today. I'm reading How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad. Go out there and go share this video. Share this video from one share to 100 shares, 100 shares to 1,000 shares, 1,000 shares to 100,000 shares. Y'all know the rest. 100,000 shares to 1,000,000 shares. Also, go to Dion's Life page. She's on YouTube, y'all. She's crushing it, y'all. So please, 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 please do us a favor. Go to her page and share her page. Subscribe to her page. Like the page. Like my page. We promote peace, love, unity, community, family, and Islam. Make sure y'all drink your teas out there today. Thank you, Dion. That's some good tea right there. And she also made me some juice. Make sure y'all drink your teas, your juices. And can't forget about your water. That's what we call TT water. TT water, Dion. I'll read a little bit more of this. Then I'm gonna go into my next book. If you do not have the knowledge of how to prepare your bread, seek a Muslim who knows how to prepare it. Some Muslim sister will teach you. Give the cornbread back to the horses and the mules. That is their food. Do not eat grits or coarsely chopped corn. The corn is fit for you only in its milk stage. Mm. Eat to live and not to die. Food, God said to me, keeps us here and takes us away. 3 meals a day are needed by savage beasts, but not by a human being. No human being should eat more than once a day. Eat when you are hungry. If it is not unto 6 or 7 days, let no one fool you about the above instructions. They will keep the doctor away from your bedroom and will prolong your life. Keep from eating those sweets and prepare to hurry you off to your grave. And the diabetics eat only 1 meal a day. Stay away from the starchy food and sugar if you are diabetic. And you won't have to get a doctor to pour insulin and other medicine into your balance your life. Let me read that back. And you won't have to get a doctor to pour insulin and other medicine into you to balance your life. And that I have said in this book I have experienced myself. How to Eat to Live. Next book, I'm reading this from front to back. So is the Kobe Bryant, the Mamba Mentality. I'm on page. There we go. The Lakers are a family. I looked up to a lot of Lakers greats, a lot of players who came before me and created their franchise mystique and lore. James Worthy, Brian Scott, Elgin Baylor, to name a few. It's like an exclusive fraternity. There are there are a lot of historical Jews in the family, and those Jews get passed down from generation to generation. The OG greats, though, won't hang around you if you don't display the same passion as they do. They won't share their time and memories with you if you don't display the same effort and drive for excellence that they did. Even though I was only 17 when I became a Laker, I felt like a member of the family from day one. I think I was accepted so quickly because everyone saw how hard I worked, saw how badly I wanted to fulfill my destiny and return LA to its championship ways. The Mamba mentality. Initially, I thought the phrase Mamba mentality was just a catchy hashtag that I started on Twitter, something witty and memorable, but it took off from there and it came to symbolize much more. The mindset isn't about seeking a result; it's about it's more about the process of getting to that result. It's about the journey and the approach. It's a way of life. I do think that it's important. All in all endeavors to have that mentality. Whether I could whether I could hear an elite college or NBA player or a Fortune 500 CEO reference the Mamba mentality, I find it very meaningful. When I see people talk about the finding inspiration in it, it makes all of the hard work, all of the sweat, all of the 3 a.m. wake ups feel worth it. That's why I put together this book. All these pages incorporate lessons, not just lessons on basketball, but also the Mamba mentality. Craft. Oh, okay. A teaching moment. Look at this. Bryant Vince Jordan. A teaching moment. My balance as a young player is off. Just look at the dichotomy between us, starting with posture. Okay. Michael is standing straight from the waist up. He's not leaning in he's not leaning in either direction. And because of that, his balance is centered. He is in control of his body and the play. Compare all that to my defense. Oh yeah, you're gonna get cooked. Now I'm using my forearm to thrust weight into his back, just like they teach it. Unfortunately, that's all about. And unfortunately, that's about all I'm doing right. I'm leaning forward, which is a major no-no. Okay, sit back and putting too much pressure on him. That alone, by dint of gravity, causes me to be off balance. Hmm. As a result, one move by Michael, one decisive spin or feint left will throw me off and give him more room to either shoot or spin off me. The defense is definitely no brainer. Thankfully, I actually saw this photo back in 1998. After studying it, I corrected my posture and balance. After that, it was a lot harder to operate against me in the post. Hmm. I'm gonna look up that too. Hey, Mr. B, what's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Instagram. Just reading the Mamba mentality. Thankfully, I actually. Oh, I read that already. Pressure. I never felt outside pressure. I knew what I wanted to accomplish, and I knew how much work it took to achieve those goals. I then put in the work and trusted it. Besides, the expectations I placed on myself were higher than what anyone expected from me. Sometimes you have to put the team on your back. Shaq was out. We was going through a rough patch. We had lost 2 games in a row into this one, so we had to get out of that funk. For us to do that, I knew I had to carry the load from both a scoring and emotional perspective. This dunk, oh, on a young Ming, woo, I remember that. I remember that. This dunk, which happened in the third quarter, was the statement. Each of my 52 points was important. That game went into double overtime, but this bucket that but this is the bucket that set the tone. It was me throwing down the gauntlet and telling my teammates we are going to win. We were going to the right to the ship, and we won. In fact, we won 9 of the next 10 games. That's not to say it was easy. This was my sixth straight night of scoring 40 points, and my body was feeling it. After this game, my knees swelled up to the size of a melon. I was having a lot of trouble moving, and we had a game in Utah the next night. Still, I suited up, put on the brace, and played 40 minutes on it. I scored 40 points. Wow. And more important, we won. You have to give everything to that game, to your team. That's what it takes to win. That's what it takes to be great. A big shot is just another shot. People make a huge deal out of clutch shots. Thing is, it's one shot. If you make 1,000 shots a day, it's just one over 1,000. You are hitting that many. What's one more? That was my mentality from day one. This particular shot was a time three in the NBA Finals. It was going to set the ball on this play. No matter what, the defense would have tried to deny me, but it would not have mattered. I was going to be, I was going to do whatever I had to in this moment to come get it. Once you have the rock, you always have to know who is guarding you. You have to, you have. I'm sorry. Once you have the rock, you always have to know who is guarding you. You have to not just know, but know. And I knew Rip Hamilton's defensive strategy. Rip was very fundamentally sound and played you straight up. He didn't go much out of the ordinary, which could be fine. Fundamentally sound, though, was not going to stop me. So I sized him up, kept all that information in my mind, and made him do what I wanted him to do. I dragged the ball over to the wing, rocked him back, and rose up, knowing that he would only raise his arms to contest. At that point, it's just about whether I make the shot or not. Kobe. As a team, our spacing was really good. Even if they wanted to help Rip, they would not have been able to. Uh, we, we would spread the floor and make sure any help defenders were a long way away. But oh, oh man, this is a good book, y'all. By the time they got over, my shot, which came off a quick rocking motion, would have already been up in the air. Oh, the last thing you notice in the photo is the lift that I'm getting. That didn't just happen overnight. It was late in the game and it was in the finals, but I was able to get up because I was in shape. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. Oh, oh man. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out off here. I appreciate y'all for spending time with me. Uh, reading these two books. No, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish this last one, and yep, I'm gonna finish this last one. Okay. Through my eyes and my head are pointed straight ahead. My feet are straight. Kobe got some hair on, I say. Starting to veer left. Footwork is about efficiency. I need to be able to get to my attack points in one or two dribbles. I also need to be able to. Oh, the animal's acting up. I need to be able to get my attack spots in on. I need to be able to get to my attack spots in one or two dribbles. I also need to be able to shoot from range. In doing so, I limit the amount of time I give the defense to react, conserve my energy, and force them to pick me up at a great distance from the basket. The key was knowing how to move the defense with just my feet and my eyes. Princess, come here. Princess, 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 come here. Good girl. The key was knowing how to move the defense was just my feet and my eyes and the position of my body by knowing how to manipulate them left or right without having to put the ball on the floor. During my early years in the NBA, I was surprised to learn that I took a different, more fundamental and serious approach to my footwork that a lot of players solely focus on improving off the dribble, but also place added emphasis on playing off the catch. I learned that approach when I was young in Europe. There was our practices including scrimmages where we weren't allowed to dribble. So later, when I moved to the States, I had all the footwork down from those days after mastering pivots, reverse pivots inside, reverse pivots outside, reverse pivots. Did I work on the sector between the legs, behind the backs and crossovers? Later in my career, players asked me to share the how-tos of some of the footwork with them. LeBron, Durant, Westbrook, they really wanted to know the intricacies of it, the timing of their sorry, time, the timing of the was perfect for me. I was on the last stretch of my career and we weren't competing for championships, so I was happy to share what I knew. Of course, I'm done. I'm done with y'all boys. Kobe's a genius, man. So this was the Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality. It's about to go on 30 minutes, y'all. So I really appreciate y'all time, sharing, being on this live with me. Um, share this video from 1 share to 1 million shares. It all starts with you. Thank y'all for sharing, liking, hearting, subscribing to the channel. Go to my wife page channel as well, Dion's Life. She's crushing it, y'all. We have daily competitions. Sometimes we advertise our competition, sometimes we don't. But keep stay tuned, y'all. We got stuff working. We working on things. And shout out to my team. I appreciate my team. And also I appreciate my wife. Love you, Dion. You're doing wonderful things. I'll see you soon. Also, all praises to Allah for creating this day, making this day happen. So until next time, y'all know what it is. Peace, 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 peace.